Legal loss for President Trump. A federal judge blocked his executive order, essentially shutting down the Department of Education. And he ordered the agency to reinstate those fired in mass layoffs back in March. The Trump administration says the layoffs are aimed at efficiency, but the judge ruled the changes would leave it unable to function, and only Congress has the power to eliminate an agency.
A federal judge has put a hold on the March 21st executive order from President Trump to dismantle the education department. What the judge is basically saying, those people need to go back to work, and if they don't, the education system is going to fall apart. Well, the Trump group has stated that it's already falling apart, it's waste, and we need to revamp it. This is why those jobs are no longer. That brings us to this place and to this point. Is it about the children or is it about the jobs? And we're coming to this point in time where it's a very challenging area. Now, what the judge did say is that this is a decision that Congress needs to make. And we have evidence that Congress over the years are torn from left to right as well as being bought. There's a whole lot of evidence in that area. They're not going to do what they are represented to do when it comes to the people. So these executive orders are doing things that Congress has promised the people to do. When you're looking at the Department of Education, you can look at how our children are not doing well, how the scores are not doing well, how the infiltration of the alphabet community and things that we've never seen before in the education system that has been allowed. We have more parents that are homeschooling their kids more than ever. When you're dealing with it pound for how much money is being spent in education and how the children are no longer going to school because their parents are pulling them out, it doesn't add up. It leans to that is more about the people that are in the system and the jobs more than it is about the children and where we're going. The children and where we're going, we don't have trade schools anymore. It doesn't appear that we're training our kids about financial literacy. We're not training our kids when it comes to the AI and what's happening in technology. And the Department of Education has no answers for those areas. The Department of Education is antiquated. So when we look at it being torn up, when we look at it being torn apart, in the long run, it's going to be a benefit. We're in a season of medicine. Why is medicine important? Because it's a transition from the season that we're currently in into a better season. That's what medicine is about. The season that we're in is a season of sickness, but we want to come into a season of better. So through this process, we have to take medicine in this season of bitterness. That's how I see it. So as we're going through this, and as the challenges that are on the Department of Education, from what I understand, what the Trump administration has done, it may not be the Department of Education, but it is those in the federal government at least. I believe it's the Department of Education as well, but they're giving packages, severance packages, so as they can have funding for the next 9 months. And even if that's not the case, those people that worked in that industry have been let down because they're going to only work the curriculum that's given to them. So they're not the problem. They are a casualty of war because that's what we are. We're in a season of war right now. It may not appear like it is, but it's brewing underground. It's under the surface and is moving very slow under the surface, but gaining a foundation. So the moment that this area breaks ground, it's going to be mad chaos. And in that mad chaos, do you have the medicine to be prepared? Because some people are going to do well in the season of chaos. Others may not. That's what we're here for, is to get beyond the noise so we can understand what to look forward to and how to deal with the season that's coming. and the season that's at hand. That's where we are. And the best way to do it is to take a note from the scriptures. Get your emotions out of this. Come from out of this season. Come from out of the laws and orders. Come from out of this emotionally. The way it says, come from out of her, my people. So there's things that are a problem on both sides of the coins, and we have to learn how to emotionally not be a part of it. How to stay away from it.